Minecraft The Ride contest submission sent in by one of our Discord advanced builders, afrosheep, and they say, I picked Minecraft because that game was the game of my youth. My potato computer couldn't handle big games, but that didn't matter because Minecraft wasn't that hard to run. I spent thousands of hours playing that game, and I find it unfortunate that I lost interest. The community is getting smaller, and I think it's a real shame. Thanks to this contest, I could relive the time I spent playing Minecraft, but in a Planet Coaster way. The ride takes you on a trip through the Minecraft world, a few biomes it has, and other dimensions. Make your way through without getting killed. I would have added more stuff from the game, but the ride was already getting pretty long, and my frames were dropping below 15. So progress was slow. Hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I enjoyed making it. No custom audio. I wasted an entire day trying to create a sweet, awesome, royalty-free track, but I don't know what it is with Planet Coaster and custom audio. It just never worked. The audio would clump all over the place, so instead I chose a different track, less awesome, but better than mistimed events. P.S. The stats aren't that good. I know guests were supposed to ride it. This can't be done with my coaster. You can leave me out of the voting, but you still please have a look at the ride. I did spend a lot of time making it. Car 1, seat 1, 10 a.m. If the guests won't ride it, that is fine. We're not going to DQ you. I think that is quite all right. Sometimes if you're looking at something like the Tron experience or Minecraft, you're trying to do certain things where the coaster is going to be very jarring. And as long as your video game experience is exactly that, then you should be good to go. We'll give you a pass on this one, I think. All right, guys, here we are at the boarding station, which is made out of Minecraft blocks. I had a peek around. I showed you guys a little bit of the biomes in the cinematic views. I mean, this is Minecraft to its fullest. Exactly what I wanted to see out of a Minecraft experience, and I'm so glad we got that here. So, we're going to take a closer look at everything after we ride it. However, let's just get started. Oh, look at this swinging mine. Oh, wait. It's a bar cast with a mine train on it. Interesting. So he swapped the cars. So, your ride is too scary. 10.60. There's a look at all the stats, guys. Maybe we could give some feedback. Maybe this could actually be rideable. We'll have to see. Let's just jump on it and see how it goes. Wow, freaking wee. Afrosheep. Holy moly, that was incredible. Not without its faults. I mean, it still has some issues, and we can talk about that here, but I think the overall experience was phenomenal. Really well done. Before we jump into it, I want to talk about this Barghest being used, swapping the train of the Barghest into a mine train. That is quite unique. You all saw the Mad Mining Co. creation from Adrian Sorgen. He used the swinging mine train to do a cable lift coaster. And what's interesting about this, Adrian should take some notes here, and I think he might have some creative ideas. I was saying that the cable lift might not be able to be done because it's not an actual lift. The cables going upward were just tracks. But using it as a Barghest, using the mechanics of it, this actually can do a lift straight up, and it can also do boosters, as you guys saw. So you can actually boost straight up to a cable and go straight up a cable. This actually opens up some interesting possibilities. Also, if it goes straight up a lift and kind of inverts upside down as it's going up the lift, the mine train will actually swing upside down. You can do some pretty cool stuff with this. Now, talking about your coaster in particular, you were saying that the guests wouldn't ride it. This could have been rideable from the guests. You just increased the speed a little too much as we're going through some of this areas. You boosted it and it started doing some crazy stuff really quickly, and because you're swinging left to right, it was going through here just too fast, and you could have slowed it down. And I know you want speed to get up certain hills in certain areas, but you have the ability to use boosters at any time. So if it was going too fast, slow it down, and then if it doesn't have enough speed to make it up a certain area, that's when you boost it again. I just think you needed some more control on that coaster because it is swinging around and it's going left and right and it's being boosted. That's going to increase the fear quite a bit. And I think Frontier did a little bit of a balancing act where if you switch the train and the car, it does tweak the fear effects a little bit more. So that kind of puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage. Now, in terms of me giving this a pass and saying it's a not disqualified because the guests aren't riding it, I want to be clear, guys. The reason for that rule is because I didn't want any bogus creations. If the guests weren't riding it, people could give me unfinished coasters that actually crash at the end, uncompleted tracks. They could do some bogus stuff where it's just not a fun experience. The idea of having the guests riding it is to ensure that the quality of the coaster is as good as possible. I don't think this is a bogus creation. I do think the coaster was a little bit jarring at times and a little bit crazy, but that doesn't mean it's not a good submission. I think, you know, the effort gone into this. He didn't purposely design a bogus coaster to throw me off and, you know, troll me or anything like that. The guests aren't riding it, but he put a ton of effort in. So for that reason, I'm not going to disqualify it, and I think that is a fair thing to say because at the end of the day, this is a video game ride experience, and what we just experienced was a Minecraft coaster to its fullest. However, I do think you could have polished your coaster to make it so the guests could ride it, and so it's a little bit less jarring for us. Take that stuff into account when you are voting at the end of the bracket. Was the Minecraft coaster, the track itself, too jarring for you? And if so, don't vote for it. You know, keep that stuff into consideration when you guys are voting. If you're a person that's all about aesthetics, this is a video game contest. You guys get to decide the winner and why. I think this is a huge winner in terms of aesthetics. You built the Minecraft world. We saw a Minecraft submission from a new builder back in the new builder bracket, and this is the stuff I was asking for. I was saying that it would be nice to see kind of a blocky world created and looking and feeling like Minecraft. You've done that to 100-fold. You went above and beyond my expectations and really nailed it. Not only just the green grass areas and building the station out of blocks, you built like 4 or 5 different biomes. That is absolutely incredible to me. So you nailed your game, and for that reason, this deserves to be in the contest, even though your coaster needed some work, some tuning. But it definitely wasn't trolling me, and it was doing... your heart was in the right place. You just didn't have the skills required to get your coaster to a rideable state. However, I do think I could, or anyone else could that is really advanced with coasters, could tune this thing and slow it down and speed it up at the appropriate times to get it rideable. So I think right there, you know, and you did challenge yourself with the bucket, swinging bucket, but it doesn't take away from your creation. I think it still is a good experience overall. It just needed some coaster tuning. So getting into your details some more, you have all these different biomes, the big dragon, the little greebly void monster guys. You definitely hit all the different aspects of Minecraft, the lava world. And you had a lot of misdirects in there as well. You had some blowing up bridges and dropping down, and I love the mining area that we went through, where I actually felt like we're going through an area that's been mined out by players. You did the forest area here, the desert, all the little cacti. I mean, it's amazing. It truly is. It looks and feels like a Minecraft world. Aesthetically, you nailed your game, and you did it you went above and beyond. So much so that I'm getting like 20 FPS on my computer right now, and I think at some point the coaster just stopped, and my computer was like, I need to process this for a few seconds, because there's just so many polygons happening here with all the blocks that you use. A ton of patience required, and definitely a great submission in my opinion, other than the coaster needing some tuning. But you nailed your video game, and you used the map to its fullest, and that's the whole reason I wanted this contest to be what it is. Using the map, using all the tools available to you, the workshop, whatever you want, and you took advantage of it all. And that's what the video game coaster contest is all about. So I think you nailed the spirit of that, and again, for that reason, it's not going to be a DQ. However, if you guys are voting, which you can do at the end of this bracket, be sure to keep that in mind. Is the coaster unrealistic enough for you to not vote for it, or do you think the aesthetics make up for it? That is something for you guys to decide, so keep an eye on the community tab so you can vote. I'm really curious to know who's going to win, because so far this bracket, the advanced builder bracket, is coming out strong, and I think there's going to be a lot of close calls here, and we might actually have to bring in judges for a tiebreaker. We'll have to see, but very good stuff. Really proud of this creation, afrosheep. You have a lot to be proud of here, so amazing work. Boom, and there it is, everybody. That's going to do it for this episode of Coaster Spotlight. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do so by becoming a patron. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next contest entry. Bye now.